Oh my god. God fucking damn. Look at that, boys. Look at fucking that. My eye, not my eye. My contact almost fell out. Woo, that feels good. That feels real good. I think I'm gonna go pet myself. What? Real quick, before we get started, as I was editing this video, it turns out my Elgato didn't want to cooperate again, so you're gonna hear some staticky gameplay in the background. I tried my best to mix it with the background music so that you don't really hear it too much, but if you do hear it, yeah, that's what that is. Ladies and germs and boys and germs. Oh man, does this feel good? Does it feel good to be done? I mean, we still have the 5 DLC weapons or whatever, but so obviously, you know, as you can tell by the title, thumbnail, whatever else, we got Dark Aether. Again, short of the 5 DLC, the Season 1 DLC weapons, we have all the camo. And yeah, Dark Aether is still definitely better than Dark Matter. I mean, the animation does look more like liquid, but it looks more like Galaxy, whereas Dark Matter, or DM Ultra, looks more like a liquid, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and there it is on that, and then on the Sigma, the Ligma. God, that looks so clean. And my graphics settings are low, so this shit probably looks way better. I've been grinding zombies like non-stop for a couple weeks now. At first I was doing like 1 gun a day, then I started doing 2 guns a day, and I even got to the point where I was doing like 3 guns a day. Obviously, you know, with school starting back up and whatever, there's certain days that I can't put as much time in as I want, but oh jeez, don't kill me, bitch. I'm trying to show off the new camo. I'm so glad it's over. Well, it's not over. Like I said, we still have the DLC weapons to do, but we'll do those on the new map that comes out in a couple hours, and then, you know, whatever future weapons come out, we'll obviously go ahead and get those as well. As far as my thoughts on it, you know, obviously, like I said a little bit ago, I mean, I've been saying this the whole time too. Dark Aether, god damn it, Dark Aether looks way better than Dark Matter, and ironically, it was easier too. Don't get me wrong, it was boring as all hell, but it was definitely easier. Then again, I had all my levels, all my weapons max level from the Dark Matter grind, so maybe that contributed, but even then, none of the Dark Matter challenges were really hard. There's only 3 bad camos, and they're not even bad in the sense of like difficulty. They're just, you know, grindy as hell. And that's the 2,500 kills. And obviously, you know, they vary class to class, but for the most part, 2,500 kills just with the weapon in general, 2,500 critical kills, and 2,500 pack-a-punch kills. If you play your cards right and exfil at like round 31, you can pretty much get done 1 gun every like 3-ish games or so. At least that's what I did. I know people say cranked is like the way to do things, but I don't know. Cranked, there's just too much pressure, and I just don't like not being able to breathe every once in a while. So I tried cranked, I didn't stay in there long. But yeah, everything else you'll get while you're unlocking the other camos, like the elite kills, the 20 kills without getting hit, all those stupid things. Like you'll pretty much, if your gun is max level, you'll probably unlock all of them in 1 game, except the elite kills, which I guess you could. It just depends on, you know, what round you go up to. Like I said, I exfil on 31 usually, so that leaves me like 1 or 2 elite kills behind. But again, obviously, I need to play another match anyway for the 2,500 kills, so you know, that's really effortless for the most part. I'm not going to go too in detail on like tips and tricks. I actually have a video planned where I'll go through like my top 10 tips for unlocking this, but for the most part, the only thing I don't think I have on that list that I would highly recommend, I get if that's even the right words to use, don't underestimate the dogs. The dogs they're super easy to kill, but they're so goddamn annoying. The dogs, I've been tripped up on dogs more times than I'd like to admit, just because even if you have stamina, like the dogs are faster than you, they have this ridiculous lunge. They can pretty much like jump at you from across the map. Again, they're not hard, just don't, you know, underestimate what they can do. Pretty much everything else, like I said, I'm gonna explain in a dedicated video, I guess is the right word. We have Dark Aether and Dark Matter, so essentially, like I said, we're done. I don't know why I picked the FFAR, but here's Dark Matter, and here's Dark Aether. Like I said, we still need the Mac 10, the Groza, Wakazashi, all those Season 1 weapons. None of the guns were really hard either. The snipers were kind of a pain, the KSP was kind of ass, but aside from that, nothing was really that terrible. Then again though, when I do these, I get like, I don't think bad is the correct word, but like, I get really narrow tunnel vision, I guess, if that's, you know, whatever. So half the things I don't even really remember doing. Like, obviously I did them. I streamed most of them. Point being, like, looking back, it's like, it doesn't even feel like anything happened. But trust me, it did. I mean, here you can see we have 5 days in zombies, pretty much 120,000 eliminations, almost 64,000 critical kills. Here's the Dark Matter and Dark Aether calling cards, even though I already showed off the camo. Another thing that probably made this more boring than it should have been is that I can't multitask meaning I tried putting on TV shows or like having music in the background, but for whatever reason, eventually I'll get so distracted with the music or the show that I'll forget that I'm in the middle of a game, and then I'll end up dying, which, you know, dying isn't really a big deal. You're just there for the grind anyway. It's not like you need to complete the level for the camos to track or whatever. I wanted to get this video up earlier today too, but obviously that didn't happen. But, you know, at the end of the day, my goal, or my main goal, was just to get it done before Firebase Z came out, which technically we did, so there's that. Which is kind of annoying because with the Firebase Z update, a lot of weapons are getting a buff, but at the same time, that's kind of good because apparently the Street Sweeper was pretty ass, and that's apparently getting a pretty big buff, as well as I think ARs and SMGs and whatever else, which again, you know, would have been nice like 2 weeks ago, but moving forward it'll at least be a little bit easier. But yeah, like I said, I don't really have much to say because I'm going to be doing a separate video on my top 10 tips for grinding Dark Aether. Maybe I'll do one for Dark Matter, even though I guess if you want one, let me know in the comments or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you to those of you who, you know, hung out during the streams. I'll be streaming the DLC weapons too when Firebase Z comes out, and I'll have a video out for Firebase Z as well, but obviously I won't have that until tomorrow. Well, I guess technically today, but is that bitch? You wanna get blasted with the Dark Aether Sigma? Boom! But yeah, I appreciate you hanging out on the stream. If you did, like I said, I'll be streaming some Firebase Z with the DLC weapons and obviously any future weapons. I stream on YouTube, but I prefer Twitch, so I guess that's where I'm going to end it. So, as always, if you're new here or haven't yet already, don't forget to hit subscribe for more Call of Duty camo-related content, at least for the most part. Now that we're pretty much done, I'm going to be branching out into some other games. I'm not done with Call of Duty, obviously. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, whatever. Like I said, I stream on YouTube now as well, but my Twitch link will also be in the description, as well as my socials, my Twitter, Instagram, merch, and whatever else. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. So, with that being said, I'm Failure7X. Thank you for watching. Now get off me.